If you've recently been diagnosed with cancer, are currently undergoing treatment for cancer or dealing with the side effects of treatment, or have had cancer in the past, this DVD has been designed especially for you. My name is Anna Campbell. For the past 12 years, I've been researching the benefits of physical activity after a cancer diagnosis. And I've worked with over 400 people living with cancer to help them to become more active. Whether you're living with or after a cancer diagnosis, incorporating some physical activity can be a positive change to your life. Now, you may be feeling a little bit nervous about doing some physical activity. Perhaps it's quite a while since you've done any exercise, or perhaps you're feeling a little bit tired and washed out due to the treatments. Remember, the main message is that a little bit of physical activity is better than nothing at all. But first, let's meet Ted and Mariette, who have volunteered to demonstrate the exercises with me. And they have both had cancer themselves.
In October of 2009, I was diagnosed with cancer and scheduled to undergo surgery about a month later. When I was discharged from hospital, I was very anxious to get back to my normal physical activity routine, which I did over a period of months, little by little.
I was first diagnosed with breast cancer 23 years ago. I was newly diagnosed in 2010, and I've just undergone some breast reconstruction. Being active before, during and after treatment has many benefits. It can reduce your tiredness, anxiety and stress. Of course, it helps you look after your heart and is good for your bones and reduces your risk of a blood clot. It will also help you maintain a healthy weight.
Now, thinking of becoming more physically active might conjure up images of long runs, of time in the gym, or perhaps even ghastly memories of school. But to me, what it's really about is establishing a lifestyle which naturally incorporates physical activities. And these are physical activities which could be gardening, could be dancing, it could be recreational sport or going for a walk. Whatever you decide depends really on three things: your personal preferences, your situation, and your current level of fitness.
You can hear more about us in our stories at the end of the DVD.
Now, you don't need any specialist exercise equipment for this DVD. You may want to use some light weights to make some of the exercises a little bit harder. If you don't have light weights, you can use cans or light water bottles. You may also need a towel later on for doing one of the stretching exercises. Now, before you get started, make sure you have some water so you don't get dehydrated. Make sure you've got flat, comfortable shoes on for exercising, and ensure that you've got enough space round about you, front and back, to move around for some of the exercises. Now, we've decided to give you three options for doing the various exercises. This is depending on how you're feeling today and where you are perhaps in your treatment. Level 1, Mariette will be showing you. This will be the lightest and easiest option. And I will be showing you the intermediate version, and Ted will be showing you the more advanced option for when you're feeling fitter and stronger. You decide which option you would like to do depending on how you're feeling. Now remember, you don't have to constantly push yourself. Please listen to your body and do as little or as much as you feel you can do today. You may just want to do the warm-up, and that's great. Before you start, it's a good idea to have a chat with your GP or your clinical nurse specialist. They'll be able to advise you on the amount and type of exercise that's best for you, particularly if you're still recovering from surgery or some wounds are still healing. It's also important to discuss any other conditions you may have, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, lung problems, or high blood pressure, because they may also be affected by the exercise. Make sure you don't exercise on an empty stomach, and it's a good idea to have a carbohydrate snack like a banana 30 minutes after exercising. If you feel unwell, have a fever, or are dizzy, it's not a good idea to exercise. If you feel unwell or dizzy during exercise, it's a good idea to stop and just wait for a while. And perhaps contact your GP to check that everything's all right. If you have lymphedema, always wear the compression garment when doing these exercises and build up the exercises slowly in that arm or leg. Evidence shows the exercise will not make the swelling worse. Right, let's get going and have some fun.